Alrighty. Hey guys. I am super excited. So I haven't actually played any of the new Palia patch yet. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna dive in. It's gonna be fun. I haven't played Palia in so long. Oh my god, whenever I was updating it, it took almost an hour for it to fully update. But that's good. We're in. I do have drops enabled, so if you want some fun Palia drops, hang out, stick around, it'll be fun. Here we go. Hey, Beth. Turn that off so that we can listen to the game. Maybe, if it lets us in. Ooh, look at this. Eee, so many new quests. Okay. First things first. Oh boy, I gotta let it finish. I'm getting all sorts of achievements. Can you tell I haven't been in the game for a while? Oh my gosh. All right, I was gonna say I think it's done, but okay. There we go. Yeah. All of the blueprints and the achievements and all of that, that took a second. However, it also looked like it might have given me some stuff I can spend. Look at this. Okay. What do we want? What was I working on? I mean, probably focus. Increasing our focus count is, I think, gonna be the way to go. All right. Oh man, still getting stuff. Ooh, what are these sticker packs? Frogbert. I love that Frogbird's bat. Okay. Oh man, I have so many plushes. Look at them all. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put these. That'll be the first thing, because I gotta have my plushies, and I don't think they're all gonna fit in my bedroom, but we're gonna try. What is this? Decoration. These are food. Items. Ooh. Randomly selected potato pod. Heck is a potato pod. Decoration. What's this? Decoration. Okay. Ooh, an acorn. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. And I don't know how big this frogbert is gonna be, so let's stick him outside for now. Look at him. Hi, buddy. May want to check the double or the size of the game. Oh, is it cutting stuff off? Okay, let's play with that really quick. See if I can get that to fit in better. Can we? There we go. Is that better? Is it still cutting off a whole bunch? Yay! Okay, cool. Yay! All right, let's see. I've got some food. I don't know what these are, but they seem cute. I'm gonna put them out here by Frogbert. Oh, they're tiny. I wasn't expecting them to be that tiny. I have another Frogbert? Oh, slightly smaller Frogbert. Oh, I love him. Okay. All right. So, we've got a bunch to do. I'm just clearing these, notifications. Ooh, fancy. All right. Ooh. Out we go. Man, I was like super addicted to Palia. Ooh, like 6 months ago, maybe a year at this point. But once I finished all of the current content, it was harder to keep playing. So I'm very excited that they've released a new area. Can't wait to get into it as a group. Yes. Although you did say, like, play through the story before you start doing group stuff, right? I wanna, I don't know, mess up the experience. Yep. Well, I'll see how far I can get into the story today. Ooh. I've tried to avoid spoilers, but I've seen some pictures of what looks like the new Elderwood zone, and it looks really nice. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. So, need to go up there anyways, because I do have some tokens I can use to increase my focus. Oh, hold on. It's a little choppy. Is there something I can close over here? Yeah. Free up some. See if that helps. right, we'll do one there, and then we'll do one at the other shrine. Give me 1 second. Just realized this was not. Okay.
We are here to protect you.
Yay! Here we go. Arrived in Kilima. I made a point of asking Gina about your work in the temples. She explained your efforts in uncovering your people's past. However, it's my job to ensure those efforts are safe for yourself and the community. That's why I wanted to invite you to officially join my investigation. After all, as a human, these ruins are your birthright, and as a watcher, I can't ignore them. Would I be joining? Considered an external partner? However, all information relevant to our work would be shared with you as well. Okay. Let's be partners. ... For now. Just because I haven't finished that quest line, I need to, but she was sniffing around my boy Reth. Kinda make some troubles. I mean, granted, he was doing some maybe not super legal things, but place sensors in the runes scattered across this area. My intention was only to ensure no strange actors attempting to interfere with them. You and the residents of Kilima are registered as friends. Sometime after the party last night, the sensors in the Temple of the Waves went off. By the time I arrived, there was no one there. This is strange, as the sensors indicated someone entered. But not that they left. Rather than rush on my own, I decided to wait for you to arrive. Ooh, so someone's still in there. Let's go check it out. Okie dokie. Oh, hold on. I should eat something, shouldn't I? There we go.
Anything in the pursuit of justice.
Don't sense anyone. I believe it's safe. You may rest easy and focus on the investigation. Since you last visited, new passageways, strange ruins, and the like. Aye, aye. Let's go. Alright, so we are just gonna kind of float on over. Strange writing says storage in the human language. There are additional carvings below it that are hard to make out, and the door won't budge. I hope so. And I'm noticing my command is not working again. Fix it up. What's going on with you? Let me take a look at this. All right, you guys, give me a second. Don't mind me. She's on. Can you try that one more time, the lurk command? Indeed. Let me see if it has disconnected itself again, because it likes to do that, and I don't know why. Yeah, we might. We'll figure it out. It's... Well, we'll figure that out later. For now, enjoy work. Hopefully it's not too terrible. Hydronomics. Ooh, quest updated. Alright. Introduction. How I Saved the World. Lost Cities. Checked out by Anima. Saving the World is the fastest. Okay. Compendium of strange, sometimes familiar creatures that roam the world in human times. Seems to be a guide for writing academic papers. Okay. I sit here waiting, wondering. I wonder whether you made it to one of the other temples in time. If you are reading this, nothing I do not wonder about is our love. No matter how angry the others get, it is that love that keeps me grounded. Hope somehow or another that you can feel it too. Oop. Eee, all right, that's 2. That's 2. Okay, there's gotta be... I mean, these are still... I already did that. Nope, that's it. That's not it. Sedil's Anarchus. Most of the pages have been lost to time. Did that. Looked at that already. Okay, hold on. Are there more books over here?
Loyalty is a virtue of the Republic.
Blocked by rubble. Perhaps there are clues near here as to how we mate. Some dust is missing from a few books on the shelves. Perhaps our intruder was inspecting them. I also see a tablet on the rubble near the door that was not there before. Alright. Here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. The tablet. There it is. Hydronomics, How I Saved the World in the Lost City. First and worst. King and Country. Phoenix Speaks. There's gotta be more books. Hold on. I already looked at that. Hmm. People are beginning to shun me. I think I'm the one keeping them there. I don't see anything new. Oh. What's this? A shiny blue pebble. I didn't get that one before. Okay, there's got to be something I'm missing.
The order is here for you.
Bookshelves. Make sure you check the one to the east. There is another bookshelf. Aha! There we go. Cookbook. The Lost Cities. Yay! There it is. We found it. We're good.
Anything to report?
So our intruder came through the main temple entrance. Clearly this room was their destination, but why? And how did they know it existed when even we did not? Obviously they wanted the big ball. Some sort of structure on that raised platform. Yeah. I sense a float enchantment just under the water. There also seems to be a pattern to the rubble scattered. Each island has exactly 2 plants. Okay. Okay. Each island does have 2 plants, which is interesting. Ah, okay, okay. So we can fall into the water. Yellow to green, let's go green to green. And then kind of purple to purple. Yellow to yellow. I have to go back to green, to purple, green. Where's the next kind of purpley one? Over there? Yeah, purple. And yellow. Easy enough. Woohoo! Okay. Investigate the console for traces. How'd you get across, Subira? Anything else over here? Safe mode. Welcome, user. Ooh, protocol. Flow wall enabled. Lockdown disengaged to re-enable contact admin. Messages. Okay. User logs. Galen, disengage mirror protocol successful. Whoa. Is that how many days ago it was? 3657045. Hold on, how many years is that? I'm gonna look that up. 3657045. Oh, that's like 10,000 years. Engage. Recipient Hephaestus. Failure. Ooh. Heyo. Disengage lockdown was like 12 hours ago. Menu. Exit.
Anything to report?
Locked away for millennia. Have you discovered anything? Mm-hmm. Makes me wary. They must have a goal. What if they're friendly? It's only cool when I do it. Problem remains, what is their motive? Or are they simply curious? I would agree. That is the question. Since the use of unauthorized magic in this temple. I found a spent runestone by the water's edge while you were interfacing with the console. I believe our mystery visitor used it to bypass the flood. It has the room for fly on it. By tuning to what traces remain of the flow signature inside, I should be able to track where our visitor went next. The trail fades somewhere in Bahari Bay, headed towards the flooded fortress. Alright. Yes, it does. Alright. I also need to go over to the temple way over there. Ooh, what's that? Oh, hey! Whee! Hey, Gina.
I've got so much to tell you.
More like hanging up my laundry when a magic pink laser shot from space, so I came over as soon as I could. Thought I was done with the temples. Keep an eye out for little green men. What is that?
Huh?
So what next? I'm sure Watcher Subira saw what happened. I'd better go let her know the details. Probably.
Uh. Aw.
She's so sweet. Needs to have more
These books
self-confidence.
aren't gonna read themselves.
Alright. So, we're heading to the Temple of Flame. I'm gonna run by my plot first, because I want to clear the mail notifications. And I gotta run over to the other Dragon Shrine, so I can increase my focus. If only I could do that in real life. Alright. Ooh. Before we move on, I want to go see if they added any new customizations. I'm hoping they added some more hairstyles. That would be fun. Oh, that's cool. You've got like a wing backpack for him. Oh yeah, I need to bring that new pebble I found over to him. Okay. Oh, right. See, remember what I just said? I wish I could upgrade my IRL focus. That would be great. Totally unrelated to your romantic life. I just wanted to let you know that I have some special furniture recipes in stock at my store. They're wedding themed. Ooh. Oh, that's exciting. I did get inundated with new blueprints whenever I opened the game again, though. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got, if anything's new. Ooh. I don't know if that's new, but it's cute. Oh, this is definitely new. They did give us new stuff. Oh, I like the hair physics. Okay, let's stick with this one. This one's cute. What do we have? I do like my cat. The cat's cute. Well, let's see what else we got. Can you tell it's been a while? We'll stick with the kitty. All right. To the Temple of the Flame. Get me over. All right. Don't mind my squeaky chair if you can hear it. Also, while this is loading, if you guys haven't already, you should totally come and join my Discord. I did some rearranging some of the channels and stuff today. I'm gonna try. I keep seeing this Pokemon bot that you can put in Discords, which looks super fun. If that's something you guys would be interested in, you should let me know. I'll do some research on how to get that into the channel because that looks fun. I also am a sucker for anything. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it right now. It says it's connected. Mix it up is always silly for me. I can manually put the link in. It's also on my about page if you guys want to go over there. I checked that one earlier today. It's working. I love it when things work. Where? Into the fire is over there. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we could teleport, but it might be just the same amount of time to run. Uninstall and reinstalling mix it up. Ooh, would I have to redo all of my settings if I did that though? Because that'd take a long time. Did he run? He ran. Hold on. Hey, I want your silk. Nope, I can make a backup first. Okay, well then I might try that because I don't know what is going on. Oh, hold on. I see the disco deer. I don't know. Is this C5? People still call him disco deer? That's what I call him. Oh, what was the other one that was really cute? Something Bambi. Glamby? I think it was Glamby. Yeah, that one was cute too. Ah, go run. Don't mind me, disco deer. Alright, well, if nobody else is gonna say anything, I'll come back for you later, Mr. Disco. Alright, let's see here. Is it this way?
The order is here for you.
I picked up the stranger's flow signature, back up as soon as we entered. We're on the right path. Difficult to say how long ago the magic was cast. They appear to have obscured the trail as best they could, which means we must remain on our guard. As before, I will remain vigilant while you investigate. Sooty footprints. Oops. Up, maybe? Yep. Door's locked. There must be some way to get inside. A spent fly runestone. Perhaps they used it to bypass. Oh yeah, they went up instead. All this Cosmos Protocol stuff has the best of the engineers on edge, and I don't think my vague reassurances are working anymore. Had to install that new console the other day and set up this ridiculous procedure to even access the damn thing. Everyone keeps asking when the king's gonna stop by and explain things. I don't have the heart to tell them I don't think he's coming. Things have been silent since the mirror. Anyways, I was fiddling with the key to the new console today when Vita snatched it out of my hands. He must have thought it was a bone or something because he went running off with it. By the time I chased him down, it was too late to stop him from dropping the thing right into the pyro pipes. Okay. Oh, a shadow cat. Beautiful things in oddest places before, but this may be the oddest. Murals of a children's tale to be placed flanking a flow generator. With the other changes they're making around here, chances are these will be consumed in a fiery explosion well before anyone can see them. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the foreman was mad. Unfortunately, I know better. I think we need to find... Whoops. Well... Alright. Can't make that jump. This is it, y'all. Alright, let's go this way. Ooh. Another spent fly runestone. Alright, so they just used that to fly over them. Oh, hold on. I feel like I remember this maze. Boy, do I remember how I got past it, though. That'll be the question. Tail like a maze, now hidden away, waits to be brought into the light of flame. Add to the west channels, remove the west channels, make a maze out of the west channels. It seems like every day there's a new demand. Do they realize that the eastern channels cannot possibly bring enough flow down from the aqueduct to sustain the generator's balance? Now they build statues covered in riddles. Preposterous. I might need to have a discussion with the foreman today about returning home. Nope, same one. No. I've often wondered about the pyroflow coursing through the generator. I maintain it every day, and yet I have no idea how it works. Today I attempted to combine raw flow from the wellspring with pure fire. That is to say, I burned it. I created a similar substance to what I see in the generator. Unfortunately, there was only a short amount of time before that exploded with a mighty force. I need to be more careful. The foreman did not appreciate me showing up with a singed uniform. Let my energy replenish. Ah! Dang it. Ah. Alright. Let me just jump at it this time and not try to get my parachute out. Or I can fall into the lava again. Why did it fall off that time? I'm gonna try to go a little bit further up. Alright. This is the part that breaks me, I guess. The crazy thing is, I know I've done this before. What the heck? This thing is trying to drive me mad, y'all. There we go. All right. Ikitsu Revival. This may be my best work yet. Such a simple story, and yet still so moving to see it come to life in front of you. I miss the simpler days when the Kitsu played outside, my childhood home, singeing mother's flowers and bushes. She claimed she hated them, but never really did anything to get rid of them. Even then, I could tell it was an act. Her eyes lit up with hopeful fire every time she saw one. It seems there are less and less Kitsu around these days. Then again, that's part of the reason we're doing this, to give them a chance at a better future, one we may not be a part of. Seeing a Kitsu stool reminds me of my mother, even now. I hope in preserving this legacy, I can preserve a small bit of her too. I'm gonna be sad if I went through this whole maze all over again for nothing. Already read that. Alright, well, may have done just that, unfortunately. Can always come back if needs be. Let's go talk to Sabira again. See if she's got any hints. I think said something about a flow pipe.
We are here to protect you.
New doors or paths. Well, I have. Got anything else for me?
Oh, Palia.
All right. Well, that's not helpful. The mysterious chamber. Our trust can only be passed to those who return it. Take a leap into the unknown and earn it. Okay. The workers here think I do not see how dissatisfied they are with these changes. To their credit, there has been no explanation, nor will there be. It would only stir chaos and sow fear. They think that the danger Pyroflow poses to our people is the most pressing issue at this moment, if only they knew it was coming. The secret that these puzzles may hide may be the only thing that can turn the tide. It said just take the leap, so... Woo! Pile of potion bottles with a single silver bracelet perched on top. Did the kitsune nick these from somewhere? Yeah, I finished this already. Hmm. Well, maybe there is... Because the footprints led us back over here. So let's go check this out once more. See, is there anything over here that was missed? Hey, yo. There's a pipe. Ooh. Fish pond. Hold on. Nope. What do we get? Ooh. We got the key. That's what they meant by the pipe. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Ah, stop it. There we go.
Illegal materials
Hi, Beth.
can and will be confiscated.
So much effort to hide a single console. What could the Cosmos Protocol be? Could it be connected to the staff? It's clearly aliens. I feel like that's a high praise from her. Ooh. 99 makeshift arrows. Okay. Got it. Ooh. Where are you going? Aha, I see. That sound effect is creepy. It's almost reminiscent of the like rumble from the Reapers in Mass Effect. do, do, do. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what? Hold on. I was over that. Or not. I'd like to think I was, but clearly I wasn't. Hmm. There we go. No. Oh, goodness. There we go. Safe mode engaged. Protocol. Flow wall enabled. Cosmos is disengaged. Anything? Nope. User logs. Disengage mirror. Successful. Engage Cosmos. Standby. Successful. Send a message to Anima. Failure. Enable safe mode. Successful. Disengage. Like 12 hours ago. Okay.
We are here to protect you.
You have a knack for adventuring. Thanks for your hard work. Though I dodged the lasers on my own, the amount of flow wasted on keeping those running for so long. Well, we can deal with that later. For now, what have you found? Another lock disengaged. We continue to be half a day behind. Might have collected from the culprit. There are potions and a bracelet. I did see those. I might have some potential suspects, but we still lack crucial evidence. In any case, I picked up the trail, and they have headed to the Temple of the Gales. Ooh, tongue twister. Alright, let's waste no time. I agree. Alright, Temple of the Gales. Remind me. Okay, that's the Windy Ruins one. Wait, hold on. What's this one? Yep, there it is. Ah. Oh, hold on. I passed the... I always forget I can teleport. Let me do that. That's faster. Ooh. Is it this one? Hideaway Bluffs? Let's see. Oh, there is one closer. Beachcomber Cove. Let's go there. Okay. Oh. There we go. Ooh. These are very useful for Dispel.
Illegal materials can and will be confiscated.
Alright, the feeling of flow still hangs heavy in the air here. The intruder is either still here or was very, very recently. They have stopped trying to cover their tracks. Whoever they are, they're in a rush. Perhaps we can intercept them. Stay on your guard. Find the console rooms. It's been a minute since we were here. This was one of the first temples we did way back when.
For the good of all Palia.
Look at the feathers scattered about. Perhaps you can retrace their path. Aye aye, Subira. Two silver birds I went to seek, and then observed for 2 long weeks. The first laid 2 eggs every dawn. Her daughter every night laid 1. But both to the sky did take, when a 2-egg omelet I did make. Huh. Find enough silverware. Okay, so 2 weeks. So 14 days, 2 laid every dawn. So that's what, 28? Plus another 14? It was like an insanely large number of eggs. Do I remember where?
The order is here for you.
It's likely our intruder needed to find them already. Perhaps they discarded them somewhere nearby. They didn't just toss them over the side. Yep. Will do. It's another spent fly runestone. It is a really nice rug. Alright, they went this way. Ooh, mysterious pack. Where is it? Open. Amethyst, onyx, and garnet. And a mysterious journal. Read. Most of the pages seem to be damaged by wind and talons, but there are a few entries that are legible. Runestones, fly 30 spent. Oh my goodness. Runestone barrier 5, potion charm 2, potion fire resistance 2, 3 days of rations, 3 days of clothes, and hiking heals. He's right. If there's a cure, the humans will know of it. They've locked away most of their knowledge behind these ridiculous puzzles. Some of the new humans have begun to uncover their secrets. I must get there first or risk discovery. The Temple of the Waves has quiet beauty to it that reminds me of the bay at dusk. If I were not such a rush, I would stay and see what secrets. Is this Tamara? Temple can fall to the pyroflow for it houses for all I care. Heat's made my foundation run right off my face. Yeah, 40 eggs. It's a lot of eggs. Oops. Did I not do these in the right order? Nothing's happened. Yeah, hold on. Am I supposed to do these in like a specific order? Which one of these symbols means water? This one gives me air vibes. Kind of squiggly like water. Fire. Oh, those are glowing real bright now. Okay, hold on. I think I'm onto something. I think that's probably air. I'm getting that Reaper sound again. Boom. What'd I get? A cloud minnow and a treasure chest. Exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, well that didn't help any. There are more of those little leaf thingies scattered around, or not leaves, feathers. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back to Sabira. Oh, I do need to go back. Yep, the quest did update. Now it says go talk to her. Alright, let's go do that. Do. Hi, Sabira.
Illegal materials can and will be confiscated.
You struggle to locate all the eggs. Have you found anything? Yes. Would leave their diary behind. The feather and talon marks tell a different story. I think the Silverwings may not have taken kindly to their eggs being treated so roughly. Thus, they seized the intruder's property in turn. I imagine the birds will be most grateful to have their offspring returned. But first, I ask that you turn the clues you discovered over to me. I want to keep them, but let's be nice. Hey, there we go. Thank you. All right. Return the eggs to their nest by the console door. Got it. That was over here. At least I didn't have to go get 40 eggs. I'm very glad about that. Okay. User logs. Mirror protocol successful. Message failed. And successful. Ooh. That's a lot shorter. So we're right behind them. I get the sneaking suspicion that it's Tamara, but we'll keep looking.
For the good of all Palia.
Yep. Bingo. All right, to the roots. Wonder how our friend the gardener's doing. Yeah, over there. All right, we will go to the central stables. No tree. I don't need it right now. I'm on a mission. I can't be distracted by flow trees. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, into the Temple of the Roots. This one was a challenge back in the day. I say back in the day, like it was forever ago. It's like a year ago. If that. Hey, Spira.
Loyalty is a virtue of
Last
the
temple.
Republic.
I understand you, Einar. I understand you, Einar, and Hecla made contact with the Galder who supposedly runs this place. If this gardener is as all-seeing as you say, then he must know if someone has passed through. You and he are already acquainted, so I think it's best if you lead the conversation. I agree. Even though he didn't really like us last time. But... Alright. Remember how to get over to him. To the hub. Alright, where... Yeah, one of these should go to the gardener's room. Entrance... Garden door. What's this? Hi, gardener. Right? What's going on here? Something's being wonky. I have to go further in? Seriously. As you guys can tell, I'm not super good at jump puzzles. Oh my goodness. There we go. Hold on. Is there a faster... That's... Yeah, alright. Take me straight to the gardener. Let's just skip. There we go. State your business. I've already had my time wasted today. Information is confidential. Please show me. You know me. Occupied with what? Alright, only needs a description. It appears this information is valuable. Perhaps I would be amenable to a trade. What do you want? As you should be aware, I am able to interface with any hub on my network. However, all of them are confined within the garden. To put simply, I find myself affected by the doldrum nature of my continuous experience. So you want to people watch? Can't you talk to the other Galders? I don't get it. That's just called boredom. I simply wish to observe how the world has changed since the garden was activated. I will provide you with a hub connected to the Flow network. You will place this hub somewhere entertaining. Should I find myself entertained enough, I will give you the answers you seek. All right. Sure, I got time. Probably. You have nothing but free time. I would like to see how the land outside the garden has changed. Place my hub somewhere high up with a view of the area. Ensure there's a view of the aqueduct if it still stands. Okay. Can do.
Fear not, the order has arrived.
Entertain his request. At least you must. I will remain here to look for other evidence. Make haste. Every moment longer is another one the intruder may use to escape. Okay. So, somewhere high up, but with a view of the aqueduct is what they want. High up and with a view of the aqueduct. Let's take a look. This is the aqueduct. Where can I go? What about the lighthouse? Oh, no, it's got a spot it wants me to go. Okay, well that makes that easy. I don't get to choose my own spot, I guess. always forget that I'm heading towards this thing. Okay, let's see. Where is the closest Water Plains? Okay. Based on the map I have in my data stores, this was once the heart of a bustling human city. Over there were shipyards, there was the atrium, the aqueduct brought flow through the power plant whenever it was needed. Now the area is quiet. Very well. The Silverwing labs are next. Make sure I can observe every island in the area. Dude, it's gonna take a while. All right. Off to the Temple of the Gales. Is it really faster to teleport? I guess marginally. So we'll do that. Beachwater Cove. Or Beachcomber Cove. Those are the words. Yay! Alright. Here we go. Where does... over here somewhere, eh? Do I get to see? No, you're not gonna show me on the map? Alright, well... I don't want to exit. Whee! There it is. The Silverwing population remains intact, though many have migrated. The island remains upright. We shall see how long human ingenuity can last when they finally fall. I've completed my survey of the area. Take me to the university now. I believe the constructor Einar refers to it as Kilima. Ooh. Somewhere I may observe these new purple entities your caretaker calls Majiri. Got it. Out we go. Back to Kilima. And we will grab the teleport to the Kilima stables. Okay. Where do we need to go? Actually, very close. All right, cool. So Kilima used to be a university, eh? Back in old human times. The tall one with the strange hair. Why do they keep excreting sadness liquid from their ocular ducts? Making art can be over... Yeah. Many humans I observed during my time were the same. The short, fuzzy creature with the gold. Is that also a type of Majiri or some sort of evolved Kitsu? I'll tell you. Information about them in his rune workings. An alien species. Ooh, that came to Palia 400 years ago and crash landed on a super yacht. They appear to have integrated well into modern society, so there are intelligent species, some similar in appearance to humans and ones less so, all functioning in harmony, unaware of the loss they have constructed their towns on top of. You may bring the hub back to the garden now. I will provide you the information you speak. Alrighty, cool. Yep, sure enough, I'd have to run back. Couldn't give me a nifty little teleport, could ya? Alright. To Bahari. And then we'll teleport again. I think it's the... Which one's the closest one? It's not the Bluffs. That's over on this side of the aqueduct. Actually, stables are probably the closest. Hold on. Yep. There we go. To the hub. And then I think the gardener... Garden door. To the gardener. Yay! The world outside the garden has changed in many ways, and in others remained the same. Illogical actions, petty dramas, nonsensical architectural styles. And no new Golder, for we now lack the ability to create more, a dwindling supply of guardians. However, I still remain, as do the secrets I safe keep. An intruder came into the garden just before you. Yes, they were heavily cloaked and bypassed all my security measures using flow. They sought to disengage the Cosmos Protocol. As I am the administrative console within the garden, they required my permission. I did not grant it. There are certain requirements that must be active to override the last lock on the protocol. They are not currently met. What is the Cosmos? You do not have the correct authorization to obtain that information. What I can divulge is that it was set in place as a contingency plan should things go awry. As I stated earlier, they were heavily cloaked both with cloth and flow. When they spoke, their voice was distorted. They have been programmed to understand these factors imply their intention are less than pure. Alright. They intended to use their authority to override my protocols. By which I mean they tried to break through my flow walls and disable the protocol themselves. They were forced to stop, I assume, when they sensed you and the other one approaching. By the time I recovered, you were standing before my main hub and the intruder had fled back through the doors. I appreciate the time you have bought me. As you placed the hub outside, I took liberties of upgrading my flow walls to better protect against the vulnerabilities that were exposed. You may now vacate the premises. I love the gardener. The most sassy of anyone in Palia.
materials can and will be confiscated.
They were right under our noses and I missed it. It's a relief to hear the protocol remains intact, but that does little to ease the sting of failure. There is no trail to follow from here. They may have finally figured out how to cloak themselves from me. I do, however, have a few ideas on how to proceed. I did, and I have some thoughts on who it might be. We know they're not a resident of Kilima Village, or someone who spends any meaningful amount of time there. We also know that they're well versed in the use of flow and are capable of carving their own runestones. We know they are looking to keep a low profile and they stay under the nose of the Order. Either they are an outside interloper, or it's Tamala. Yep, I knew it. Yep. Tamala was in attendance. She seemed reluctant to divulge any personal information and spoke in circles about her profession. It was as if she thought herself a pal cat, and I the shipwreck under her paw. It seems a little too obvious. Perhaps, but I have learned that criminals are often quite obvious about their activities. But you've done enough work for me already. It will be better if I take the next part of this alone so as to not tip her off. You've proven yourself an invaluable partner. Should I have any updates, I'll ensure you're the first to know. Take care of yourself. Okay. Alrighty. Well, now what? Let's go back to the housing plot real quick. See what we can find there. And hopefully we'll get a visit so we can progress the quest. While we're loading, for anyone who's watching who isn't already following, I would super appreciate a follow if you're having any fun. I'm getting really close to affiliate, and I would love to hit that before the end of the month. I also put a poll thing on my page. If you guys have suggestions for other games I should check out, it should work. You should be able to just type in the game suggestion, and I am currently playing Palia and Dragon Age. But once I play through all the Dragon Ages, which is going to take some time, I'm sure, I am looking for other games to start kind of including into the roster. A little variety. Oh, it's taking a while to load, isn't it? How's everybody's day been? Just kind of waiting on this to finish loading. Today's been pretty chill for me. I had today off work, which was nice. Mostly did some chores around the house, and I've been working on a new drawing, which is going very slowly. One of these days, I have a friend who can churn out like character pose sketches so incredibly fast, and I am so jealous of how they do that. And they're good too. They put me on that, what's it called? Line of Motion, I think is the name of the website, where it'll give you like, you can change the time, but she has hers set to like 30 seconds, and that's how she practices pose drawing. So it'll pull up a figure, it gives her 30 seconds to look at it and draw it, and she'll sketch it out. This like basic sketch, but you give me 30 seconds, I can maybe get the like baseline and a few shapes. when I do it, I have it set to like 5 minutes because I'm not that fast. But I'm trying to do like a dedicated hour every day where I just spend an hour. Sometimes it's closer to 30 minutes, but just a little bit of dedicated time every day where I get a little practice in, do some drawing, trying to get the creative juices flowing. That's kind of been how I've been trying to stay creative over the last few weeks. It's not an everyday thing. It should be, but yeah. I'm trying to approach it as every hour I'm doing it is another hour of practice and not as a, well, I missed yesterday, so might as well give up kind of thing. But I'm also super excited. My D&D group that I DM for might be going off of hiatus here soon, so I can start being creative in that way too. I gotta remember what it is we're doing, but I am currently running a Curse of Strahd game, which has a lot of homebrew into it. I initially wanted to run a module because I thought it would be easier to run a module while I'm also currently developing my own setting. I was like, oh, I'll just run a module. Be easier, it'll take less brain power. I can just do what the books say and put my like creative energy into developing this new setting. Of course, that's not at all what ended up happening. I took one look at the module rules as written and was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna change all of it. Hey, there we go. So that didn't work. Weird. Well, let's go this way. It might be having some difficulties. If anyone played on launch, how was the servers? Because usually whenever a whole new thing launches, the servers, they struggle. Interesting. Okay. Well, it did take my free teleport. And no map available? What's going on here? Something's a little wonky, but I think the central hub is back over here. Let's see if we can make it work. Can I go home? Are you gonna let me? Oh! A few weeks later, somewhere in Kilima. Okay, progressing the story. Whether we want to or not. Forced cutscene. What are these? Ooh. What the heck? Oh my. Looks like somebody managed to activate the Cosmos protocol. Okay. Hi, Einar. You're kind of in the ground.
Do you wish to engage in fishing?
I'm here to visit you, but it is not for our customary exchange of pleasant-sounding vibrations radiating from our face flaps. Did you perceive the large fluorescent beams? Yes. I was about to ask. Nah. Immediately after they filled my optical receptors, I received a missive from the gardener. He informed me that I should inform you of this information. The Cosmos Protocol lockdown has been forcibly deactivated. Well, crap. This is similar to what Sabira said, though much more colorful. The Watcher has requested your presence within the Night Sky Temple. I shall return to my cave and continue comforting Gil 527. He dislikes bright flashing lights.
Go
All right.
and seek your one.
What I got? Let's find Z. Well, ooh, Flowwood. Thank you. Go put that in our chest really quick. And then to the Night Sky Temple. Just kind of move all of this stuff up here. There we go. Night Sky Temple, that's over in Kilima, I believe. All right, off we go. All right. Ooh, here we go.
Fear not the
Oh. As long as they are of this plane, they cannot hide from the Order. I suppose that's comforting, unless they're an extra-dimensional being. Eloisa lent me some articles about those. If you saw the sky last night, you'll not be surprised by why I have requested your presence. Still, allow me to ensure that we're all on the same page. Last night, a beam of flow erupted from somewhere in the vicinity of the Temple of the Night Sky. It has activated something across the lands of Bahari. Reports are coming through from, oh, how do you say that? Intervin and Barafu. One of the things the agents agree is that the one in Kilima was first. Whatever happened, it started here. It's not the first time ancient human space lasers shown in the sky above Kilima. You didn't happen to solve any of the puzzles last night without telling us, right? The crosswords count. I had nothing to do with this. Was the intruder? Yes, I suspect. According to the gardener, the final Cosmos Protocol lockdown was forcibly disabled 10 minutes before the eruption. If you direct your attention slightly to the right, you may become aware of a door that was previously locked and is no longer. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Yay!
anything in the pursuit of justice.
We'll need to find another way around. Got it. Yes, there are a few things we know for sure about cosmoflow, but in order to understand them, one must understand the nature of flow itself. I will attempt to explain here, but if any of you have questions, please visit my office afterwards for a more in-depth explanation. Can anyone explain what exactly pure flow is? It's a form of energy, natural energy that comes from the flow realm. That's correct. There are two known realms, ours the material and the realm of flow. You may think of these as two realms as existing on either side of a coin. We exist on the side of mortals, and flow comes from the side of Embra. Natural flow enters our realm through well springs. This is what we refer to as pure flow, since it has not yet been affected or changed by the material world. Everything in our world contains a small amount of flow. As energy integrates with the material world, it gains one of four elemental aspects: hydro, pyro, terra, and aero. Until recently, we believed that these were the only possible fusions of flow. That is, until it was discovered through careful transmutation of all four elements, a fifth fusion could be formed: cosmoflow. It catalyzes their effects to a heretofore unforeseen level. Ooh, so this Oris guy discovered it. Get a team and funding. That's enough questions for now. All right. Written in the corner of the page is a letter in bright red, S. All right. Minister Flo visited our facility today. She asked to meet privately. Apparently there's some tensions at the southern border. She wants to make weapons. I asked if General Sadil knew she was here, and she brushed the question off. She asked about my mother, whether she was still in memory care. The implications were clear. We always knew this would come. Security clearance at the facility has been extreme from the founding of it. I trust everyone here with my life and my mother's. I told her we couldn't grind other projects to a stop for this. All of Valyria relies on the catalyzed flow from our lab. Experiments on weaponizing cosmoflow are proceeding as safely as they can without putting anyone at risk. Interesting. Minister Vera herself has volunteered to be a test subject, especially regarding our project on hydroflow serum. I declined as politely as I was able to. She is already covered in hydroform runes for immortality. Any more cosmoflow in her body could prove disastrous. The serum itself is interesting. Instead of immortality, it imbues the subject with strength, speed, and analytical ability, but their emotional core and social skills suffer greatly in response. As for the other substances, I've managed to resist proceeding with those experiments for the moment. Written in the corner of the page is a letter in bright red, and it's a question mark. That's a dead end. Experiments on cosmoflow's catalyzing properties continues apace. Terraflow seems the most resistant to extreme change, but hydroflow accepts the application of cosmoflow as easily as anything else. When formulated into an ingestible hydro potion, the standard rejuvenating qualities appear to be multiplied. I have tried some of this new Cosmo drink myself, and was up half the night working on a new project before the effects wore off. There appears to be a few side effects to consuming the concoction. Tastes vaguely of citrus with a pleasant natural carbonation. I think I may have discovered the key to immortality. An injection to the dermal layer of Cosmoflow catalyzed hydroflow provides more lasting effects and elevated energy, increased concentration, improved health. But applied in specific rune forms, it's hard to prove in such a short amount of time, but the aging of the subject, me, appears to have stopped entirely. More research needs to be done before I bring this to anyone else, even the other scientists in the lab. I was only able to apply the runes to a small area of skin, and I've not given enough time to record any possible side effects. If anything goes to plan, I'll bring it to Medan soon. Hopefully he stops by for tea. So we've got S, question mark, and 7. Ever since I discovered how to synthesize Cosmoflow from the money has been coming nonstop. Everything I ask for, I'm granted. It's hard not to let this sort of power get to my head. The king himself came to visit the other day to test the new Hydra potions. If something had gone wrong, and I was responsible for a king growing tentacles or a second head, instead he said the taste was refreshing and that he felt slightly more energetic than he had before. He patted me on the shoulder. I'm embarrassed to admit that it made me blush, but if this new power can lead to a better life for our people, I'll handle the discomfort. If they try to interview me for the paper again, I'm turning them down. All right, so we have 7, S7, question mark, and Q. I'm running out of things to break.
Fear not, the order has arrived.
I did. And is there another fragile looking wall that I'm missing? Oh, we'll go back in here. Nope. Come on. Ooh, that's something. I wish these visits from important people that changed the trajectory of my work would stop. It's been 2.5 centuries since this facility was founded, and yet the headaches refuse to abate. This time it was Medan. Man always has an air of somber gravitas around him in public, but we've been working together for too long for that. The flow is running out. It's my fault. Medan didn't say that. In fact, he was insistent on shouldering all the blame, but we both know it's Cosmoflow. Creating it requires a vast amount of raw flow and even more in the application. I don't know why it never occurred to me that flow could run out. Are we really consuming so much? To ask my help in finding an alternative power source. He told me he believes one exists, that there's a third plane. That Cosmoflow could be the key to ripping across the veil and opening the tap. He calls it Mirror Protocol. He's asked me to join him in reaching through the looking glass to the other side. I don't know why he bothered asking. Either we allow society to collapse, or we find another way to power it. I've done it once before. It should be easy to do it once again. At least that's what I told him. I think I'll visit my mother tonight. It's been too long. V. S7Q question mark V. S7Q question mark V. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. Nothing. always thought that I would know the day the world ended. Turns out it happens in inches until salvation is too far away to see the horizon anymore. One by one, my colleagues leave the lab. They all say the same thing: we never should have crossed the veil. It's not that I disagree, it's that if I accept it, it's too late. I'll turn into one of them. The hope will seep from me, and nothing will be able to plug the leak. The leak. The world's still fighting. The Empire of Valyria still holds strong. Galder and humans repel the monsters everywhere, but they can barely touch the creatures from across the rift. I'm working on a staff. It takes ambient flow and synthesizes it into cosmoflow. I don't expect it to do much about the rifts, but perhaps it'll be able to keep some of these creatures at bay. If we can fight back, we can stop this. If it works, we'll make more. In honor of Mudan's love for ominously named projects, we're calling it Cosmoflow Protocol. In order to keep random survivors from stumbling on this facility, it'll be locked away. The other overseers have agreed, and the security measures installed. Funny thing, they don't even know I visited before Veyra made the introductions. I only hope I can finish it in time. At least the energy crisis is resolved. Written in the corner of the page is a bright % sign. Okay. S7Q question mark %. Am I missing one? S7Q question mark %. I think that's it. Ooh. I wasn't expecting that to work. All right. We made it through. And so did you, somehow.
To report?
Blueprints for the other 4 and implications that the Night Sky Temple was intended to be nothing more than a repository retrofitted for the Human University. What is the Cosmos Protocol hiding? I found these logs. Alright. Let's go so. Ah, the place from the cutscene. Oh boy. It didn't give me an order. Oh boy. Alright, let's try Q. S. 7? Question mark? Ooh, we didn't find this one. E? 80%. Dang it. J? No way! We got that first try. That's wild. Alright, cool. Menu. Mirror protocol. Lunar connection engaged. Tap. Elderwood tap active. Okay. Messages. Ooh, admin. I know what you're doing, Aura's progress on the research I requested has all but stalled. No more supplies will be approved for your projects until I see some change. Remember, this is for the security of Valyria. Either you're a patriot or a traitor. I know which size I would choose. Titus. Yo, found this address deep in the files while I was messing around with the gardener's flow walls. Is there really a 5th facility? How come none of us knew about it? Okay, corrupt. Okay, I'll delete your messages from my inbox. Sorry, just wanted to make sure you're fine and you're still, you know, alive. We're locked up tight over here at the garden. Connection might drop at any moment. If it does, I'm coming to find you. Just be safe and keep trying to save the world. Disengage. Successful. Successful. Titus. Success that time. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, so there is still one more logbook, which we guessed our way through, but let's go see if we can find it. It's probably back in that other room. I don't know if I broke all the walls there yet. Nope, one more. There it is. Logbook. Cool. All right, back to Sabira. Here's what we found. These notes are quite concerning, and I must admit a little fascinating. The Order's records don't have anything of this depth about the end of humanity. I will take them for my own for a moment to go over in my own time. For now, we need to address the information you found on the console. Okay. The mirror protocol, meanwhile, is connected to the light show last night. In the beam, we can clearly see emitting from the orb. The Elderwood tap was active. The only way to find out is to visit the Elderwood ourselves. Here we go. The mission we undertook together was investigating the other temples was dangerous, but you were already involved when I asked for your assistance. This, however, is not your responsibility to take on. You have done more than enough in assisting me. If you choose to end your involvement, I will understand. I want to protect and miss out on all the fun. Members of the Order are expected to keep their emotions out of their work. That being said, I do enjoy this line of work too. It's quite thrilling, isn't it? But this is serious. We don't know what harm has been caused. I need to inform my superiors from the Order and loop Esh in on everything that's happened. Which means I need you to scout ahead in the Elderwood. Keep your senses sharp. We know very little about the situation in the forest, and it's better to be overly cautious than reckless. I agree. I can't imagine this will take too long. Yay! All right, exciting. So we're finally moving on to the Elderwood. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Northern Bahari. Oh, I'm so excited. Alrighty, fastest way. Let's go over here. And then we'll head to the Bahari stables. Okay, where do we have to go? Oh, it wants me to go back to the outskirts. Okay, let's do that. There it is. It's up here. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like I said, I've only seen pictures. I've tried very hard to avoid spoilers because I wanted to be able to experience for the first time on stream with everybody. It looks a little frozen. I'm a little concerned about that. Oh, there it goes. All right. Here we are. Is that Nio? What is he doing here?
What's better than farm life?
What are you doing here?
Oh.
The Elderwood looks a little different from the last time I was here. It's never been a super cheerful place, but the goop floating in the air is new. I'm not a scaredy cat or anything, but the vibes are off, and I've told Ani enough campfire stories to know you don't go wandering into the dark woods alone. But now that you're here, maybe we can be each other's backups. All right.
Come back.
All right, to the Elderwood stables. Ooh, what are these? And are they catchable? Looks like it. They are! I got frogs! Can't gather this right now. Okay. 2,000? How big is this? Oh my goodness, this is a massive area. Alright, cool. Cool. Can't damage it. Okay. I love the vibe. Alright, hold on. We'll go this bridge. As you enter the cave leading towards the Elderwood stables, you feel a heavy weight settling on your shoulders. The shadows that fill the space seem almost alive, clinging to your limbs like an unwelcome guest as you move. With every step, you feel a growing sense of wrongness. Interesting. Ooh. Changing clothes there. Alright, where are you, Nio? There you are.
Man, I'm working up a sweat.
Glad you made it. You too, buddy. Kind of like walking underwater, except, you know, without the water. There's a moment. More gladder that we decided to stick together. Kid? What kid?
Oh.
Ran into this kid. He looked like he was maybe Najma's age. Or a little younger. It was a couple months ago. Tried asking where his family was, but he kind of growled at me and ran away. I tried to stop in and check on him and leave some food. Huh.
Nice.
Today's the first day he's missed, and with all the stuff in the forest, I'm worried about him. Cool. Alright.
Do you see Ani? Tell him to come home.
Alright, but I guess this means, hopefully, that we have now unlocked this as a travel place. Is there another... Is there another quest over here? Hold on. Ooh, relics. Interesting. we've made it to the Elderwood. Let me see here really quick. Let me check something. Give me one moment. Okay. I think for now, I'm gonna call it here. We made it to the Elderwood. This seems like a good spot to not necessarily save. You don't have to save this game, but I do have some other stuff I have to do today. I might hopefully play again a little later tonight. Either this or I'll get back to Dragon Age. But hopefully I'll see you guys a little later. If not, thanks for popping by. Thank you for the lurks for those of you who are lurking, and thanks for watching. Let me switch back over here. All right. So again, thanks everyone for hanging out. If you guys are interested in hanging out outside of stream, want to get to know a little bit better when I'm planning on streaming, especially because I know right now with my work schedule what it is, it's hard for me to keep like a consistent schedule. I always post in my Discord server when I am planning on streaming, when I'm going live, what I'm planning on playing. So if you guys wanted to join that Discord server, it is on my about section of my Twitch channel. Just click on the big Discord box. It'll bring you right to the server. I hope to see you guys there. It would be really cool to hang out. Like I said, I'm trying to build a little community. I think it would be, I think it'd be fun. And have a space for everyone to just chat and hang out. And see you guys later. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your days, whatever time it is for you. Happy time zone. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye.